Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for What Culture Wrestling, and I've had another one of my mental musings. Now, I've just come back off about 3 weeks of holiday, so I had a good long chance to think about wrestling. Or should I call it sports entertainment? You see, much like an athlete with a drinking problem, I fell at the first hurdle when it came to this, because WWE like to call it sports entertainment. And why is that? Well, let's have a chat. Wrestling seems to be a very dirty word when it comes to the WWE. The athletes aren't wrestlers, they're superstars, and the higher-ups seem to always want to distance themselves from the business that they are very much in the business of making. Vince has been very public when it comes to his hatred of the word wrestling and is insistent that they call it sports entertainment in an effort to move his product from the niche to the mainstream and into the world of entertainment. This has yielded positives and negatives, however. The positives are pretty apparent straight away. The over-the-top theatrics, the entrances, the high-impact match quality, and the overall gloss of the product is hard to ignore. You can't deny that WWE is anything other than beautiful. The Festival of Friendship was a gloriously over-the-top moment, but unfortunately, these types of moments are few and far between. The negatives, however, are less visible at first, but they actually run right into the core of this company. Entertainment is a word that's been misunderstood by the WWE and has become to mean inconsequential. Superstars don't carry win-loss records with them because we're told they don't matter, unless you can actually market those things, and then hello, Asuka. Entertainment has been taken to mean show-like or scripted, which is why we have men and women running around paraphrasing lines that they've been told to learn. And that's why it kills their emotional drive when they're actually delivering it. And let's face it, the stuff they're asked to say seems like it's been written by a bunch of hacks who couldn't even piece together a cheap porno. As a result, their entertainment has taken the fire, the improv, the ability to break out of molds using your actual character. You know, the actual entertaining parts. Under Vince McMahon's sports entertainment, there's not a lot of narrative and there's not a lot of sense. You can be a championship opportunist one week and a jobber the next. It's very confusing, but we're told, again, it doesn't matter and that we shouldn't remember these things. But we do. Continuity isn't even a consideration when it comes to the rules of wrestling itself. Plot holes galore, countouts to save titles, characters who flip on a whim and then we're told to just accept and run with it. These are the staples of entertainment, but in WWE's hands, it's kind of like slapstick. General managers are meant to exist to make matches, but their role is entirely redundant. You can get a match nowadays on a pay-per-view by just chucking vegetables at a singer. Ultimately though, the bullshit bells and whistles of sports entertainment betrays wrestling's most fundamental tenet, the suspension of disbelief. It's frankly impossible to believe anything that's on WWE television anymore. Not that I'm saying that things were any better back in the 80s, what with a man who couldn't die and the giant wrestling turkey. But consider the very best of the WWE product right now. Brock Lesnar doesn't love to entertain, he loves to destroy people in brutal, dangerous-looking matches. AJ Styles got over by wrestling, let's face it, phenomenal matches, and John Cena eventually earned the respect, begrudgingly, of the crowd by becoming a big match veteran wrestler. WWE at its best is a serious business that you can believe in, not just the petty squabbling that we're being shown now. And let's just consider the best of other wrestling promotions going on at the moment. The Chris Jericho versus Kenny Omega match is white hot at the moment, not because it's entertaining, but because it's so fundamentally old school that it's elemental wrestling at its very core. New Japan is gathering serious steam using this type of storytelling, and it only serves to highlight how their balance of the extreme and the extremely painful is much more subtle than the seesaw that the WWE seems to operate on. Now, obviously the WWE is doing extremely well financially, you can't really fault its business practice in that sense. But to paraphrase CM Punk, Vince McMahon would be a much better wrestling promoter if he accepted that he was a wrestling promoter. Wrestling is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the Irish whip is ridiculous. The concept of a worked punch or a series of worked punches is utterly ridiculous. But these crazy overspilling innards are kept in place with storytelling staples. But those staples become weaker when you take away the star power behind them. Under the guise of sports entertainment, WWE has taken its stars and effectively muted them, slapping so much slapstick and silliness and goofy shit onto them that it turns them from being what we could respect into something that we're actually laughing at. these guys and girls are actually turning into the clowns of the big top era. If the WWE was being honest, they realized that sports entertainment is actually warping their product into Vince's hatred of wrestling. And as such, how are we meant to take it seriously if the people behind it don't even respect what they're putting out? And the thing is, there's an uprising happening, albeit slowly, from other areas of the globe. And if the WWE want to remain at the peak of pinnacle pile driver, they're going to have to accept that sometimes silliness doesn't sell. Pro wrestling doesn't need a euphemism. That's why sports entertainment is never used as a synonym for it. Just do wrestling, Vince. It's the only thing you're really good at. Well, that and being fucking mental. And those are our thoughts on the WWE's approach to sports entertainment. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments section below, whether or not you agreed or disagreed. After all, they are discussion pieces. And as always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome. Swing by whatculture.com, and I'll speak to you soon.